Do you think humans are naturally monogamous?
Not at all. I think it's pretty apparent that we're not, based on the rates of how many people cheat. I think people are fighting against their nature. I can go into the history of it if you want to, but we fight against our nature and we are like desiring something more because we are not naturally monogamous. Do you want me to go into the history of it?
Yeah.
Of what I know of it anyway?
Yes, yes.
So what I learned was that, so we are closely related to the bonobo apes, like that's our closest relative DNA-wise, and they are very promiscuous. Like everybody has sex with everybody, male on male, male on female, like everybody just has sex. They solve problems this way, and it's just not a big deal. And when a female becomes pregnant, nobody knows who the father is. So everybody just kind of raises children together. And this is how humans were at one point in time. Like everyone would just raise children together as a village. You know, that's where that comes from. But when agriculture came into being, a man wanted to know who his child was because he now owns property. So women became property of men. They want to say, okay, this is my land, this is my woman, these are my children. When I die, these possessions will go to my heirs. So that's when monogamy kind of came into being, because of property and possessions. But it's not, I don't think it's at all natural. And that's why people have so many problems with it.
Do you think that monogamy is beneficial, like in a modern day capitalist society?
It can be for financial reasons. I mean, there's definitely tax benefits to it. Cohabitating has its financial benefits. But relationally, I mean, that's what we strive to be, like, because that's what has been, like, that's how we've been conditioned, like, oh, you're made to have a partner. Like, that's what we've been taught, like, that's what we look for, so now that's what we want, but I don't think it's natural for us. But yeah, there are definitely benefits to being monogamous. I want to be monogamous, like, that's a fantasy of mine, to, like, be a monogamous person, but I can't. Like, I just can't. So, but yeah, there are benefits.
Do you find it hard to form close relationships with people when you're not monogamous?
No, not at all. So I say that I am connected to everything, attached to nothing. So I think with monogamy comes, it's just inherent that you're attached to this person, like that is your person, so there is this attachment, like no matter what, like that's what you do when you get married, you vow no matter what happens, we are attached. But there is a way to have connection. There's a book I'm reading for school called Polysecure, so there is a way to have secure connections with people without having this attachment that you're mine. Like, a lot of people equate relationship to ownership, and that's not healthy. That's where a lot of the problem comes in, when you think I belong to you and you belong to me. That's, yeah, a lot of problems come in there. So I've been able to create relationships with people without having a title or being monogamous. Like, we just enjoy each other's energy and we understand our dynamic. But it does take maturity, it does take work.
In what ways would the society benefit if we left, like, the monogamous structure?
I think there'd be a lot less crimes. Like, there's so many, like, we talked about it before in one of our other interviews, that, like, I watch Real Crime with my mother, like, that's how we connect. And there are so many murders because of infidelity or because of a sexual rival. Like, you're worried you're gonna lose your person to someone else, so you're gonna kill either your person or the other person. Like, I think there's so much, like, there's so many problems that monogamy brings into our culture.